Satya Sai Bal Vikas, a ray of hope for mankind. In May 1971, at the first All India Bal Vihar Teachers Conference in Mumbai, Baba changed the word Vihar to Vikas. He said, the name Bal Vikas is more meaningful because what has to be done is to encourage the true, the beautiful, and the good in the child to blossom, express itself, and expand. It is said that we only know the present, but God knows our past and future. It is with this vision of future that Bhagwan Baba has blessed mankind with this unique program called Shri Satya Sai Bal Vikas that aims at the blossoming of human excellence. This is his greatest legacy to mankind. In fact, Shri Satya Sai Bal Vikas program is Satya Sai's ark of chosen children who will be the torch bearers of tomorrow to usher in the golden era. Its relevance in today's time is even more, given the fact that the world is heading towards extinction of human values. This program has been designed to regeneration of mankind, placing man on the fast lane to divinity. It has a three-pronged approach, bringing in its fold the Bal Vikas child, the parents, and the Guru, keeping in tune with the motto, transforming self to transform the world. Shri Satya Sai Bal Vikas program is a journey to perfection, and perfection is divinity. Bal Vikas Gurus, true to their image, have to be shining examples of be, do, tell. Means first be, then do, and then tell, to inspire the children by their very presence. In 1974, the second All India Conference, which was held at Raja Mahendravaram, Baba said, the word teacher does not convey the task that the teachers of the Bal Vikas have to perform. Therefore, the word teacher should be replaced by the word guru. Swami went on to say, be conscious of the sacred significance of the name Guru. The Guru has to illumine the mind of the child and remove the ignorance that is obstructing his full development. Like Guru Brahma, you have to plant the seeds of virtue in the child's heart. As Guru Vishnu, you must foster these. And as Guru Maheshwara, you have to root out the weeds, the unhealthy habits that are crowding around these good saplings. Today, we have with us Archana Guruma from Noida Science Center. She is very pure divine soul, an obedient daughter of our beloved Bhagwan. For more than 2 decades, her love and encouragement has motivated many young children and their families. She, along with Jia Gurma, is an example of selfless love in action. Filled with humility and reverence, let us listen to her.
Om Shri Sai Ram, my most humble pranams at the lotus feet of Bhagwan Shri Satya Sai Baba. Today I am going to share my experiences of Bal Vikas, how I came into Sai Fold, how it was all divine, planned, destined for me, and the time was fixed. So it was in the year 1992 that my husband got transferred to Delhi and we shifted to Sector 25 Noida. Then one day one of my relatives came over to my place and she said that Archana, why don't you take your children for Bal Vikas class? Till then I had no idea about Bal Vikas class. In fact, I had not even heard of Baba that time. But when she told me about the class, I was very happy. I said, I'll go with my children and I'll myself attend the class. So I took my children there. I saw that place. It was a very serene environment, very beautiful class was going on, and I saw Baba's picture placed there. And when I looked at Baba's picture, I was completely mesmerized. It was like I was face to face with God, and tears were rolling down my eyes, and the class itself was so, I could feel the energy there. So Mrs. Jaya Bhagat, who was the Bal Vikas Guru that time, she very lovingly called me and she said, sit next to me and you can take the storytelling part. So in the very first class, she made me tell the story, and gradually she groomed me, and with Swami's grace, I became a Bal Vikas Guru. Uh, we both started taking Bal Vikas class together. For many, many years we took it together. So I was feeling that more than children, I was myself feeling the change and transformation in me, because when Swami chooses you in his mission, he himself grooms you, he prepares you. So the class, whatever teaching techniques we use in the class are basically for the Guru. Basically, the Guru is prepared first, and then whatever, like Swami says, that the kind of water which is in the overhead tanks, same water flows in the taps also. So it is Swami's responsibility, how he teaches you, how he prepares you. So I was feeling that, like Swami says, that be, do, and then tell. So first we have to practice all those teaching ourselves. We have to have that firm and strong faith in Swami, and only then we can get the results that we are looking for. This class is very different from normal. I was a teacher myself for many years, but I felt that this class was different from normal classes, because the communication, the language of communication is only love. Through love, the child is transformed. I've seen it in the children when they attend those Bal Vikas classes for 9 years, the kind of changes that come in their lives. It is only through the love that they receive from their Guruma, and of course the love which flows from Bhagwan himself. So as a Guru, as a Bal Vikas Guru, it's our utmost responsibility to first do your personal sadhana. Follow whatever you teach the children, you follow it yourself. There are many ways of communicating with children. So when we talk about the verbal communication, it is just the love which is the medium of instruction. You have to, whatever you teach, you just teach thinking that these children are my own children. This is Baba himself. Like Baba says that I attend every Bal Vikas class as a child amongst the children. So the way we would teach Swami, we have to teach our children. We have to, the way we would treat a child, Swami, we have to treat the children in the same way. When the child is totally in love with you, he doesn't want to part from you. He wants to obey whatever you say. So that is the time when you want to correct him. You can correct him with love. Suppose you see that there is some correction required and the child is not listening, just shut the tap of love. Just start ignoring him artificially. Just start ignoring him for some time. Then he will start craving for your love. He will start craving for your attention. And then automatically he will improve his ways. So this is Swami's way of teaching, non-verbal, way of communicating with the child. Like Swami has made certain things a Bal Vikas Guru has to keep in mind while teaching, is that first we have to have eye contact with children. Just look at the child in his eyes. Just he will respond to you only when you are looking at him directly. Then praise the goodness. Whatever good qualities you see in the child, just appreciate him. Just give him so much of love. You have to plan your lesson well. That time you cannot just sit confused and think that, oh, just we are talking anything. No, we have to be very well prepared for the class beforehand. Involve the child in the class. Ask questions. If the child is looking disturbed, ask him, what happened? Is there any problem with you? Lovingly, take him separately and talk to him like a mother. Sometimes things which they have, the problems that they have, they don't even tell their parents, but they come and share with you. Go out to them, reach out to them, go down to their level and listen to them, talk to them, give them comfort and try to solve their problems. As a Bal Vikas Guru, you have overall responsibility of the child. You have to know every child personally. You have to go over to their house also, meet their parents, find out what background they have, what family problems do they have. Because a child is your total responsibility. You have to infuse confidence in the child. You have to give him total feeling that you are with him and he is himself very capable, because like Swami says, self-confidence is the first step to self-realization. Swami says, as a Bal Vikas Guru, if you take one step towards me, he says, I take 9 steps towards you. If you take 9 steps towards Swami, he takes 90 steps towards you. And the sum of 9 and 90 is 99. And the last step is of Swami's grace, which flows on the Guru like anything. In fact, he takes charge of your entire family. Once I asked Swami, in my mind, I said, Swami, I'm not attending any of the Sai organization activities. I'm not going regularly for the bhajan because I have so much of responsibility at home. I was also working in a school. I had small children. I had family. So I said, Baba, I feel very guilty about it. Then we all know how Swami answers to our questions. I was reading Satya Sai Speaks, and as I opened the book, it was written right in front of him, if you're a Bal Vikas Guru, you don't have to do anything else. So this is the amount of grace a Guru receives in his life. I feel we all are very fortunate. If Swami has given us any opportunity, if he has chosen us in his divine mission, let us be highly, highly grateful in his divine lotus feet. Let us thank him and let us continue doing our little bit that we can do to change this world into a better world. Thank you, Sai Ram.